What's going on YouTube? Here we are again for a brand new video. I just got back from the hospital. Myself, my dad, and my brother, and my mom died. Now, not to get into too many details, because it doesn't really matter. But I guess this video will just be, just a video to keep me motivated, and one video to make my mom proud. My mom watched a lot of my videos. She was always in the room with me editing the videos, and she was, very aware of what Charles and I, Vegan Cheetah, was doing on social media. And although she didn't really understand the whole social media thing, she was always very supportive. She was always very interested. She liked a lot of what I had to say and what, the positivity behind my message. And that's something that I would like to share with you in this video. My mom lived a really long life. She was 65. That's not crazy long, obviously, but it's long enough. I'm just going to stand a little closer to the camera because I've been having some audio problems. So I hope that's not too distracting. But she lived a very cultured life. She lived in many different places. She was very fascinated by many different religions. She practiced many different religions. Almost any religion you could think of, she knew about it. And she was, although my mother and I had a turbulent relationship throughout the years, the last two or 3 years she was here with us on Earth. I'd made peace with her, and I think my family had made peace with her. I think my brother had made peace with her, even before, recently. But the important thing is, as far as family members go, even with friends and non-friends or anybody, it's real important not to hold grudges, and it's real important to show people how much you care about them while you still got the chance, because I don't think I told my mom I loved her really, hardly at all, really, the past 2 years. The older I got, the less and less I basically told her I loved her. I spent a lot of time with my mom, and I showed her affection, and I would pretty much do anything. I waited on her a lot, and I looked after her. My whole family looked after her. But what was sad and what kind of breaks my heart was, my mom was addicted to drugs for many years. I watched her OD several times. Her diet was very poor. My mom had basically lived an entire life before I was born. And she was a wonderful mother when my brother and I were growing up. Very creative. I looked up to my mom. I loved her to death. I was extremely proud of her throughout my life. And we had a lot of good times together. My mom was there for me. My mother will know stuff about me that no one else will ever know. And there's certain things that I will know about my mother that obviously no one else will know. And I think everybody can relate to that. But if you guys are out there watching this video and you guys got a parent, maybe your parent's elderly, maybe your parent lives far away, maybe your parent is unhealthy in some form or another, try, as corny and cliche and as silly as it is, tell that person how much you care about them as much as you can. If not on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and when you talk about holidays, that's why we have holidays, because people don't really have the emotional vulnerability to tell their family members or their loved ones how much they care about them. So society, create these holidays so people can go out and spend unnecessary money on unnecessary days, when really you should be caring about your family, your parents, every day. Now, I think the relationship between a parent and a child is obviously a little bit different. I related to my mother probably much differently than she related to me. For all I know, maybe she loves me and my brother more than we could ever understand loving her. We look up to her. But I think the roles become reversed at some point. You're brought into this world as a baby. Your mother takes care of you. Your mother nurtures you. I'm not saying in all cases. Some people don't have a mother. Maybe it's your father. Maybe it's somebody. Hopefully you were nurtured. I'm not trying to put any words in anybody's mouth here, but hopefully you had a nurturing, warm, wonderful childhood. I had a pretty amazing childhood up until the point, when I was maybe 7 or 8, my parents started having family problems. But from what I remember, you know, I had a very strong bond with my mom. My mom supported me and encouraged me to be who I am today. I wouldn't be who the person I was today if it wasn't for my mom. She was always there for me. She always supported me. And although we had our turbulent times, you know, we always came back together, you know, as mother and son, and obviously as a family. But seeing my mother this afternoon, this evening, she died about 45 minutes ago. We just got back about 10 minutes ago. And I'm not even processing the grief right now, okay, guys? It might take a day, it might take 3 days, it might take 2 weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take to really, for me to process that grief. But I think the important thing is I want to just keep doing what I do. I haven't been uploading videos the past couple of days. You know, sometimes I think my YouTube channel is not going anywhere. You know, it's never going to reach the masses, but that's not really what's important. What's important is living every day and doing something that makes you passionate. You know, and I feel like in my life now that my mother is gone, I have to up the ante on my life. I've got to become a stronger person, because if this doesn't break me, then probably nothing will. Having to see my mother take her last dying breath today is basically something that I didn't think I was ever going to have to do, at least not this soon. And it's, you know, puts things into perspective of how short and how precious life really is. You don't have a lot of time to sit around in front of the TV scratching your nuts, eating popcorn. You don't have a lot of time to sleep in till 12 every day. I mean, live the life you want to live, but keep in mind that the time is ticking all the time. You know, some people are terminally ill. They're not going to live very long at all. And I don't want to start ranting here, but you know, it's hard. And I think there's been 2 major, you know, heartbreaking heartbreaks in my life. The first one was my breakup with my ex-girlfriend, who I was with for 5 years. And I was convinced at the time that was going to break me. So now I'm being confronted with this, my mother's death. So, you know, I have confidence that I'll stay strong, and I don't think this will break me. At this point, after what I saw today, seeing death, you know, knocking on my door, seeing my mom take her last dying breath, was pretty shocking to say the least. And like I said, I'm not processing the grief. And I don't want anybody to leave this video or ever leave my channel depressed or not motivated. I want you to all let known your feelings to your family, even if you feel vulnerable doing it. You know, I keep my emotions really locked away, especially over the past few years after many people have let me down. You know, I've had a lot of family problems, and I've shut out a lot of my emotions to my own family, but I do hope that maybe seeing my mother die will encourage me to be more open and honest emotionally with my family and with each and every individual that I encounter on this planet. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. After this video, I might just be taking a few days off. Obviously, I'm gonna have to process my grief, but I thank you all for stopping by my channel, and just let me know how you guys are doing. Share with me your experiences. I read all the comments, even if I don't respond. So I love you guys so much, and until next time, keep it super positive, keep it super curvy, and make sure you guys tell your parents how much you love them. We'll see you guys next time.